Oh, I think I'm gonna piss some people off. It's my genetics. I have a slow metabolism. My family is just built this way. Shut the fuck up. I'm so tired of hearing people blame their genes for looking like shit when they haven't even done a single thing right. Not one. You're out here acting like you're some genetic disaster when you can't even do the basics. Let me hit you with some numbers. That's probably gonna hurt your feelings. 92% of people, that's 92%, don't hit their protein goals. They're over here crying about stubborn body fat while eating a bagel for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and pasta for dinner. Where's the fucking protein? Oh, right, you had some shredded cheese. Congratulations, you got 6 grams. The amount of times I've spoken to someone and they're like, oh yeah, I eat all kinds of protein, all kinds. And then I ask them to start sending me pictures of what they're eating and I'm like, what the fuck, where's the protein, bro? Okay, let's go for the next number. 88% of people don't lift consistently. 88%. That means almost 9 out of 10 of you motherfuckers who are blaming your genetics have never stuck to a workout program for more than 3 weeks. You went to the gym 4 times in January, got sore and decided, well, I tried, I guess I'm not meant to be fit. Yeah, no shit, you're not seeing results. And my personal favorite, 75% of you are sleeping less than 7 hours a night. 3/4 of you, you're staying up until 1 a.m. scrolling on fucking TikTok, watching some other undisciplined person blame their motherfucking genetics. Then you're dragging your ass out of bed at 6 a.m. wondering why you can't lose weight. Why am I so tired? Why is my metabolism broken? Why can't I stop eating? I don't know, maybe because you're running on 5 hours worth of fucking sleep and your body's pumping out hunger hormones like it's trying to keep you alive during the apocalypse. You wanna know what's really funny? And by funny, I mean absolutely fucking pathetic. You've probably never, and I mean never, done all 3 of those things at the same time for more than 4 weeks. Eat protein, lift weights consistently, and sleep 7+ hours. Not once, not ever. But yeah, sure, it's definitely your genetics. It's definitely that your grandma was, heavy set. It's definitely your body type. It's definitely not the fact that you have the discipline of a golden retriever in a tennis ball factory. Here's the truth you don't want to hear. You don't have a genetics problem. You have a discipline problem. And that's actually good news. Because you can't change your genes, but you can absolutely change your habits. However, that requires you to be honest with yourself. And honesty, that shit's uncomfortable. It's way easier to just, point your finger and blame something you can't control than to admit you're simply not doing the work. I track my calories. Cool. Do you track your protein? Or are you just making sure to stay under some random number while eating like a carb-loaded toddler? I work out. Amazing. For how long? Because going to the gym and taking selfies in the mirror don't count. Neither does walking around, talking to people and then doing 2 sets of fuck all and then leaving like you accomplished something. I barely eat. I hear this on all the motherfucking time. I barely eat. Right. You barely eat. Except every morning you go into Starbucks, you buy that bullshit, whatever, cafe latte, whatever, grande. I don't fucking know this shit, right? But anyway, that drink basically got the same amount of calories as a full-blown motherfucking meal. And let's not forget them 3 glasses of wine that are apparently basically water. Or it's healthy because it's got grapes. Listen, I hate all this shit, bruv. Look, I'm not saying genetics don't play any role. Sure. Some people have it easier. Some people don't. Life's not fair. It is what it is. But you know what? Unless you have an actual diagnosed medical condition, and I Googled my symptoms don't count, your genetics are not the reason you can't see your abs. Your genetics are not the reason you can't build muscle. Your genetics are not the reason you're out of breath when you're walking upstairs. The reason is simple. You don't eat enough protein. You don't lift consistently. You don't sleep enough. And until you fix those 3 things, and I mean actually fix them for months, not for a week and a half, until you fix them, you don't get to blame your fucking genetics. So here's what you're gonna do. You are going to track your protein and actually hit a protein target. You're going to pick a program. I don't give a fuck what it is. Pick something and stay consistent with it for at least 6 weeks. You're going to get your ass in bed at a reasonable hour. If that means you set an alarm for you to get into bed, that's what you're gonna do. Maybe even put a rule in where, you don't touch your phone after a certain time if you're addicted to fucking social media. But whatever it is, you get your sleep in. Now, do that. I mean, actually do that. And then you're still not seeing results. Then, and only then, we can talk about genetics. But until then, shut the fuck up and go get it done.